Yeah.
Tell me your name and about your company.
All right, so I'm Sonny. I'm a Pitt FO based currently. Republic Airways is a third-party contractor airline that flies for all three code shares. We got Delta, American, and United.
So you're a pipeline to those three airlines?
We're not a pipeline, however, we do fly contracts for all three.
You fly contract, okay.
Yep.
And so tell me, what's it take to get hired by Republic?
Currently, we're looking at all ATP minimums. So if you're a full ATP, we're talking about our 1,500 hour requirement versus your restricted ATP, which is a 1,000 hour requirement.
And any requirements for multi-time or turbo-time?
Multi-time all depends on which ATP you're getting. So if you're getting your full ATP, I believe it is your 50 hours full multi-engine time versus your restricted ATP, which is your 25 hours.
So what's the application process like?
So we can fill out either two ways. You got airline apps and you got the through the website itself, the company website, through rgen.com.
And then once they fill it out, where's their application go?
Application goes straight to the pilot recruiting team and the talent acquisition team. So they will review your initial resume and then they'll send it out to the pilot hiring board as well.
And what things are they looking for on the resume?
Your flight hours primarily. Your flight hours, your education, your work history, just your regular typical resume usually.
So what kind of things would make a candidate the top 10% at Republic?
So here's the one thing that's special about Republic. We're a very tight-knit family. We like company culture. We like to stay close to each other in each base. So each base is very different when it comes to the culture, the diversity, the type of flying we do. So it makes us very unique in those cases.
So what kind of characteristics are you looking for in pilots and personal characteristics?
If you get along with the person that flies in the next seat over you for a 4-day, that's great. We're talking about a very energetic person who's always looking forward to fly, who can hold a casual conversation with your flight crew. That goes for ground personnel, your captain, your flight attendants. That goes for about anybody in the industry that's helping you with that flight.
Let's talk about pay scale and duty time.
Yep, so first year pay scale for our first officer is going to be 4606. Moving up to second year, you're looking at about 5202, I believe. And then duty rig, of course, it goes by your FAR 117 regulations. So you start at a certain time, you can only fly for a certain time. Usually that ranges, max flight time you'll fly in a day is 19 hours. Usually the max duty day, depending on when you start, is usually about 14, with the possible 2-hour extension if you go into IROPS.
What kind of routing structure you guys have?
Depends on the base where you start from. From our hub airports, we range to just about anywhere. For example, Newark is a lot of focus on the United flying. So we'll look into flying, Newark to Dallas, Newark to San Antonio. We'll do long flights. Newark to Key West, Newark to Sarasota. So we branch out. When you look at non-hub flying such as Pittsburgh Grab Base, we'll start flying to a hub and then we'll branch out from there.
So what kind of things are deal breakers for you as far as resume or candidates?
That's tough. So right now, a big thing that we notice is check run failures. Anything more than one check run failure usually goes to the review board for the pilots. But that's about the biggest thing. Resume wise, as long as it fits what we need, we'll be happy to have even the interview start at least.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.